What do you make of that one offensively for you guys? Four turnovers is really rare for this offense. What do you guys going to do to put that behind?
Yeah, we battled. I mean, I think that for us, it's 4th and 1. We tried to make a play, go for it. I'm not going to just throw the ball in the end zone. So we almost had a touchdown there. They made a play. Um, Upset about the late one when we were down late. 27 made a good play. So I think that we battled. I think that we just got to be cleaner. We got to be cleaner. We still had a great chance to win the game. Despite it all, we were at one point we were down by 7. Balls I think around the 50-yard line. Defense gets a sack. They make a call and they get a first down or whatever, or I think it was, and then the next thing you know they score. So we had a chance, and despite it all, despite that it wasn't our best game. Obviously, we scored a lot of points. We did a lot of good things in that sense, but we also did some bad things. So we just got to eliminate those things, and I think stay focused on the mission. The reality is Seattle Seahawks are 6-2. And we're still in a good position to driver's seat to just still, continue to win and continue to lead and just try to find a way to make something special happen. It's a long journey. This season, we've gone through a lot. The reality is it's normally a long season, but we've been battling everybody, and we're just staying focused on the mission. That's the only thing we can do, and just understanding that everything's not going to be easy. Everything's going to be tough. There's going to be some tough moments around, tough things just in general in life. You never know anything. So we just got to stay focused on the mission of staying together and doing what we can do best and staying locked in on that. I think we have a great chance to be successful. We got a lot of great games coming up, and we got to go out there and just do whatever we can to win. I think the one thing that we do great is we respond, and let's make sure that we respond at a high level.
Bob Condotta.
Yeah, Russell, you got hit quite a bit today. I think you had 5 sacks and got hit 11 times and all that. But how did you come through it physically? And were they bringing an awful lot of pressure, maybe more than you expected, or?
Yeah, they made some good plays. We got to watch the film, study the film, Bob. But I think that they made some good plays. They're a good football team. We're a good football team. We knew it was going to be a battle. We knew it was going to be back and forth. They got up early. We were kind of playing in catch-up mode a little bit. But at the same time, defense, made some key drive stops there, and we scored, and we answered in the second half, and this and that, and we just kept believing. And sure enough, they made a few more plays than us, that's for sure. But we got a lot of respect for that team. They played a great game, and we got a flight home, and that we can study the film and learn from it and figure out what we can do better. And we did some great things too. I think David Moore made a couple of great plays. Tyler made a couple of great plays. DJ Dallas getting in the end zone again was great. DK Metcalf had another unbelievable game. He's such a special player. So there was some great things there. Hollister had a couple of nice catches and some things. So there's a lot of good things too. And so I know it's always easy to harp on the bad. We got to figure out those things and make sure we correct those things immediately. But also understand that we also did a lot of good. And so there's pros and cons in every game. And hopefully, ultimately, you guys know me. I always want to win. So. We're always going to leave it out there on the field, and sure enough, we did that too. And we came up short.
AJ McCord.
Hey Russ, so I know you fight so hard to have a neutral mentality, but you also told me last week that you're also always aware of the score. So in a game like this one, where you're in a position your offense has to dig out of a hole, do you approach each drive a little bit differently? Is there a different mentality there than just neutral?
No, my mindset always stays neutral. I think my language has to be that way too, and I think it. I think some people think it's crazy, or some people may laugh, but it's worked. Won a lot of football games, and I think that the reality is we come back a lot too. And the reality is the mentality is right. I think that there's highs, there's lows. It's hard to be overly positive when you're down. It's hard to be overly positive and be like, we're doing great, guys, and you're not, At the same time, what's the truth? Neutral's also about the truth, okay? All right, we're down 14, okay, we're down by 17, okay, we're down by 10, we're down by 7, okay, here we go. And that's all that means. And I think that to be able to understand and process that, does each drive change in terms of play calling and situations? Yes, I think that changes some, AJ, but I think that mentality shouldn't change. And I think that's something that I really believe in.
Thank you.
Yep.
Joe Fan.
Russ, you guys have scored 34 points in both your losses this year. I'm curious how, or
if you feel like you're pressing at all, maybe you're trying to find plays that aren't there, and then also if you're not, how do you avoid pressing, knowing that your defense is giving up as much as they are?
No, I think we just stay the course. I think that it's we've been an explosive offense all year. There's give and take. I mean, like I said, I think they made a play in the red zone on the 4th and 1. Trying to give a shot, so that happens. And I think just it's 3rd and 25. We try to take a shot. They make a play. We need to play. That's the reality. Sometimes you just got to go for it, kind of thing. And so I think that I think that we just got to get cleaner. I think that's the thing about this game more than anything else, rather than trying to make up reasons or whatever. I scored 34 points. We're pretty good offense, but I think that we can be better. And today we needed to score 42. So that's the reality today.
Art Teal.
Russ, in that 4th and 1 play at the 5, obviously it might have been a little different story if you had Carson or Hyde, but what was the intent on the pass? Who was the intended on the pass play, and what happened?
We just scrambled around. There's a whole bunch of different options and everything else, and they did a good job at try to keep it alive. That's happened so good for us so many times there, and they just made a really good play, good catch, and we had them. We just missed them, and so there was a lot of different options there on that one.
Last one for Russell, Greg Bell.
Russ, do you feel pressure knowing how the defense has given up so many yards?
No, I don't feel pressure. I think that we're in this together. And I think that defense has been very timely. Throughout the season. Like I go back to the drive where, like I said earlier, Greg, that we were down 7 at one point. Through all the mess, Seahawks were down by 7. And even though it wasn't our prettiest game, we had a chance there. We ended up getting a sack, and they called a flag. And then I think the next play, they hit the next 3rd down or something like that. They hit the little quick screen, and they go down the 1. So that was despite all the mess in the game and also all the great stuff too. We had some great stuff in the game for sure. We were moving the ball well, but that was the reality of that game. We had a chance to could potentially win it, and it wasn't just that play. There's so many other plays in there, but that was the reality of how close we were. And that's what I love about this team. We never give in. We never give up. Despite everything else, with 4 minutes to go, we're still believing we can get it done. We've done it before, and just talk to the guys. Say, we've done this before. We've done this before. We can do it again. We can do it again, and just keep believing in it. And sometimes it doesn't work, but a lot of times it has. And so even all the way to the last touchdown, DK scores another touchdown. Makes a great catch and gets in the end zone, and then we're going for the onside kick. And just we think that we can win that in that situation. Unfortunately, they recovered it. If we get it there, it's still a minute and I think 40 seconds, 30 seconds maybe, or something like that on the clock. Who knows? So, they're a good football team. We gotta give them credit. We are too. And they beat us today. That's all.
Thank you, Russell.
Thank you, guys. Go Hawks.